All right, so Kevin, I wanted to talk to you on camera because this is something I'm excited about to be able to
Yeah.
explain to our clients the value of what we do from a brand workshop standpoint. And this is something that you helped us develop and you've perfected it. And now you've been able to practice it on several of our clients, 30 to be exact. And so I want you to kind of explain some of the value that you see in it, that you've seen come from the workshops that we've done with clients.
Right.
And then we'll talk a little bit about what it was like when we did it as a company and Cumberland Marketing did it. But
Okay.
what have you seen as being the best, the most valuable takeaway that clients come out of the brand workshop with?
So really what I see a lot of is the self-awareness. We have a lot of partners that'll come to us. They think that they have a business, not a brand. But really,
Or
when
they
they,
think it's a logo and not a
yes,
brand.
it's just the visual stuff,
Yeah.
but when you really take that deep dive into purpose and personality and position, it's giving them the ability to understand. They know who they are, but they don't know truly how to put that out to the world,
Yeah.
how to connect with their audience, how to connect internally. And so that's over the last year that we've been offering these workshops. That's been the biggest thing, is seeing those aha moments, those light bulb moments that they have.
Yeah, and then here, and from our standpoint, hearing the clients after the fact talk about the depth of what they learned in the
Yeah.
workshops and the strategy that it helped them from a moving forward standpoint. I feel like that's where it's been the most exciting thing, has been one of the most valuable, is just how the clients have responded to it. Nobody's come out of it and is like, man, that wasn't worth it.
There's a lot of things when we present, it's that we've never thought about that. That's unlocked that next stage for us to be able to grow, to scale, to realign. It's something we did for ourselves.
Yeah.
We really noticed the opportunity was presenting itself to look at CM. And if you want to talk a little further about what led you to think that this was the right moment for CM to have a brand
You
workshop?
watching you do it for our clients, I think at some point it became obvious that, well, maybe we need to do it for our own self. To have everybody sit down in a work session for 2 hours and think through all of the elements that make up our branding or our identity and the strategy behind it, and then putting that on this big whiteboard that taking a million notes and then go back, decipher through that, synthesize it, condense it, and then come back with a cohesive plan. I think every one of us found that just beyond valuable. It informed everything that we're doing now.
So one of the things that I really love about the way we approach our workshops is that every partner who comes to us has different needs. They may have a video need, a web need, connecting with their audience, social media, but really being able to take the time before we have all those key stakeholders in the room with us to know a little bit about their business. We don't have to know everything, but enough to facilitate the conversation.
Homework on the front end before the work session, then bring them all in, and so you're not talking from complete ignorance on it. You know a lot about where they are, and sometimes I've seen in the workshops where you know more about where they are than they do while they're going through the process.
Use ourselves as a guide to know, like an audit, being able to look at what they're doing and where the gaps are, and then being able to facilitate that conversation to see where they're at and where they want to be.
Well, I think one of the most valuable things for me when we did it, and just from a first person standpoint, was seeing how excited our own people got once they got a grasp of it. It's because brand it's deeper than just logo or visual.
Right.
It's part of your identity. We go deep with that, and I love that whole concept. And so that just it goes into brand. And once people find that and they get comfortable with it, it just kind of unlocks the future for them as far as unlocks all kinds of different possibilities from communication.
Right. Well, brand is just this big collective perception, external, internal. It's important to have brand defined to connect with your audience, but also for your people, to get them excited about the brand, get them excited about what they're doing, their purpose as part of that bigger picture too. And so that's a lot of the ways we also help out, is helping that internal marketing person know what their brand is, helping, of course, the founder know how I share that brand. But going from top to bottom, I mean, it's a full journey to really get that buy-in from everyone.
And so then a lot of times the branding helps when we're talking about helping inform the identity. Once you have a truer sense of identity, then it helps you be able to talk to people more with more clarity.
Having true sense of identity of who I am and also who I'm not. Knowing the who I am not is what pulls you out of alignment in your brand and really disrupts you. Very similar to how we act as humans, knowing our values and what may pull us away from who we truly are.
I'm thinking of it from a standpoint as me as a client, basically I came to you and said, let's do a brand workshop for our team. And then it's going to inform me of a whole lot of things moving forward. But I'm looking at it from a standpoint of the deliverables that I received once the workshop's over, once the aha moment's over. What were the actual concrete deliverables moving forward? And that's where I've seen clients be the most satisfied, is the things that they walk away with that makes it worth the investment to do a brand workshop.
Right.
What are some of those deliverables that you feel like are most important?
So the deliverables help give a way to make brand informed decisions, knowing your position in the market, again, knowing your audience, your voice, making sure that what you say and the tone that you say it in is aligned with your true identity and your brand. Really, a lot of the deliverables too offer that competitive advantage of, if you are self-aware and know exactly who I am and how I need to show up to the world, you've made that investment in yourself and your brand that is only going to make you stronger.
But you also have like tangible visibles, like visible
Yes.
deliverables.
So the brand alignment document is our tangible that can be shared with your team. It can be looked back on and referred to, but it is a full 20-30 page document. We can go as in depth or as simple as we need to go.
You said it's like an audit. It's like you have a report that's going to inform you for years down the road, and you actually have
It's a
tangible
roadmap.
physical roadmap.
Yeah, it pulls you right back to where you need to go. You can look at it and know, if it's customer service, a new product, whatever it is, how does it align with the investment that we made?
And how do we communicate it? What's the voice, the tone, and all that we use? What channels are going to work best?
It makes everything so much simpler, so much easier to have that guide.
Man, I wish we had other clients that would want to do the workshop now.
Where would we find
Where would we
them?
find that? Who could that be? I'm glad we got to talk about it, because I wanted to convey it to. We have a lot of clients that we work with that haven't done this yet. We've done 30. We've had 30 good outcomes with 30 happy
And 30
customers.
have all been unique.
Yeah, and they've all been, that's a good point, because no two are going to be the same when you start talking about identity and brand. But but there's a lot more of the people that we work with that I feel like could benefit from this, and so just wanted to talk about the value of it, and hope that somebody else comes and yells at us tomorrow and say, hey, I want to do one of those brand workshops.
Yeah, I'd love to have that conversation. And
if you see any value that this might bring to the table for you and help you from a brand strategy standpoint, it's really easy process. All you gotta do is call us, email us, whatever, and we'll get it started. And within a month or so, you're gonna have one of the best marketing assets that you could ever have. Right, Kevin?
right. I was trying to think.